So, are you tired of chasing all those clicks and trends but not really having much to show for it? I mean, what if the secret to real growth isn't about just making more noise, but about finding your signal in all that static? We're about to break down a marketing philosophy that puts clarity way ahead of clicks. And you know what? It might just change how you think about growing your business. I mean, this quote right here, it gets right to the heart of a huge shift happening in business. It's this idea of moving away from that old playbook, the one with all the short-term manipulation tricks, and stepping into a new one that's all about long-term meaning and trust. And that's not just a small tweak. It's a fundamental change in mindset that can literally transform not just your marketing, but your entire relationship with your customers. All right, so how do we actually get from that chaos of just chasing clicks to the real power of clarity? Well, we're going to follow a pretty clear path here. We'll start with the core mission behind this whole philosophy. Then we'll trace the journey that led to a really crucial insight, figure out the real problem most businesses are up against, and then, and this is the good part, we'll unpack the solution. It's a strategy-first approach that's all about helping you build something that actually lasts. Okay, so let's start right at the beginning, the why. Because this isn't just about a bunch of marketing tactics, right? It's about a real mission for genuine, sustainable business growth. And it all kicks off with a strategic approach that looks at something like SEO, not just as another tool, but as a true cornerstone of that entire mission. So the expert behind this whole philosophy is Sunil Pratap Singh, and he brings this really unique blend of skills to the table. See, he's a consultant, he's a strategist, and he's a trainer. And that combination is just so key because it means he can see the whole picture. He's connecting the dots between that high-level strategy, the actual on-the-ground execution, and then making sure teams have the skills they need to make it all happen. And let's be clear, this is not about vanity metrics or just feeling busy for the sake of it. No, the goal here is measurable growth, the kind you can actually see on your bottom line. We're talking about building visibility so you can generate truly qualified leads, turning your digital presence into a real, tangible asset, and doing it all with principles that are timeless. They work today, and guess what? They're still going to work in the age of AI. So you might be wondering, how did he get to this intense focus on measurable growth? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into next in our journey to clarity. You know, every powerful philosophy has an origin story. And this one, it all started with a really simple but totally profound observation. You see, his journey started way back when SEO was basically this mysterious black box for most business owners. But what began as just simple curiosity, it quickly turned into a deep dive, an obsession almost with search, content, and maybe most importantly, human psychology. And it was through all those years of hands-on experience that he uncovered this fundamental truth. The reason so many businesses are failing online, it had absolutely nothing to do with a lack of effort. And that breakthrough realization, wow, it leads us right into our next section, beyond the clicks. Because this is where we're going to uncover the real culprit, the thing that holds so many businesses back, even when it feels like they're working harder than ever before. And here it is, the big diagnosis. It's not a lack of effort, it's a lack of clarity. I mean, just think about it for a second. Businesses are constantly creating content, posting on social, running ads, sending emails, all this stuff. But without a clear unifying strategy, all that activity is just scattered energy. It's that awful feeling of being incredibly busy, but not actually getting anywhere. It's a really powerful insight, and I bet it resonates with anyone who's ever felt like they're just spinning their wheels. This slide just perfectly captures the two different paths, the two opposing forces in the business world today. On one side, you've got the chaos, right? Chasing trends, hiding behind confusing jargon, manipulating people for clicks. But on the other side, there's this calmer, much more powerful approach, building real trust through crystal clear communication, using data to guide your strategy, and focusing on creating genuine meaning. And really, this is the choice that every single business has to make. Okay, so if a lack of clarity is the problem, then what in the world is the solution? Well, that brings us right to Section 4, Strategy First, Tools Later. This is where we really learn how to build that rock-solid foundation for growth that actually lasts. And his approach is so simple, it just cuts through all the clutter and confusion you see in the marketing industry. We're talking no more jargon, no more fake promises. It's just a simple, powerful commitment to a strategy that's guided by data, followed by execution that actually works and gets you real, measurable results. It's all about effectiveness, not just activity. Now, this hierarchy you're seeing, this is the key to the entire philosophy. I want you to notice what's at the very top, the final layer. Tools and AI. They come last for a really good reason. Before you even think about which tools to use, you have to build the foundation. It all starts with clarity. That's your why. Then comes communication. That's how you get your message out. After that is connection. That's the what, the relationships you build. Only when that foundation is completely solid do the tools in AI become truly powerful. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually put this powerful philosophy into practice for your own business? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore in Section 5. This is where we get to see how that strategic foundation really comes to life through actual tangible action. And his services are a direct reflection of this entire philosophy. So, SEO consulting, it's not just about a list of keywords, it's about building a custom strategy for visibility and conversions. The digital marketing training is all about practical, real-world skills you can use right away. And the brand and content consulting, that's all about helping you build that solid foundation of clarity we keep talking about, crafting your core message and identity. And this is such a crucial point to remember, you guys. The digital world is always changing, right? It's in a constant state of flux. New tools, new platforms, new AI models. They're going to come and go. But the human stuff, the need for clear communication and genuine connection, that stuff is timeless. And building your strategy on that foundation is the only way to create something that's truly built to last. And that powerful insight brings us to our final and maybe the most important section of all, build something that lasts. This is where we're going to put it all together and figure out how to create real, sustainable momentum in the digital world. So, look, this whole message is for anyone who is truly serious about building something meaningful. If you're a founder, a consultant, a professional, if you are just plain tired of the quick fixes and the so-called magic bullets, and you're ready to do the real foundational work it takes to build momentum, then this is absolutely for you. So, we're going to end with the one question that really drives this entire explainer. Are you ready to stop chasing trends and start building trust? Because in a world of constant change and just endless noise, trust might just be the only asset that truly endures.